pretty sure we're live. Let me double check. Let's see. Southern Ohio Copperheads. Live. Oh, yeah, we're good. So, all right, we're live. We got 4 people in right now. I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if some more people join, and then we'll just hit play at the same time.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yep. What'd you do today? Anything special?
I sat at this computer, at this desk, all day long, looking and doing research over and over. How about you?
I had a little work today. I work at a summer camp, so
Oh, really? Where at?
it's just like a little local camp where I live. So I live in Philly, but yeah, I just did that today. It was all right.
Really? They didn't cancel it?
No, it's just less people, and we got to wear masks and stuff. So
Oh, yeah. That's kind of surprising because I had was going to do an internship with kids on campus, but they ended up canceling it as a whole.
yeah, it is surprising because like literally almost every camp everywhere was canceled. But
Yeah, that's awesome though. You getting paid as like internship?
yeah, now I'm getting paid, so that's nice.
Oh yeah, that's that's good. I'm not gonna ask you how much for that. That's not bad at all.
Yep. All right. Lauren just tweeted us out, so we're gonna start. So you have that game pulled up?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna count us down. 3, 2, 1. All right. Boom. Yeah, you don't need the volume on the game, really.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah. All right. We're live here with the Copperheads versus the Ohio Bison. I'm here with Julian Ross. He will be accompanying me for the first 3 innings. A little bit of color commentary helping me out. I'm just going to be asking him some questions. So yeah,
I'm probably not the most specialized in knowing baseball.
it's all right. Neither am I. We're all just winging it. Just first time here. Looks like Ben Lindler on the mound.
Yeah.
A little cloudy day at Bob Wren today.
Just like here in Athens.
Yeah, big storm today.
Oh yeah, it's looking nasty out right now.
Yeah, it's only fitting that it's a little rainy when we're in Athens.
It's so cool how this is, honestly.
Yeah, no, this game, MLB The Show runs really well. It's really fun to watch.
Isn't baseball on tonight? Who's playing tonight? Do you know?
Well, today's opening day. I'm not sure what teams we're playing, so we got some big competition.
Yeah,
We're up against right now.
I'm sure we might actually get thousands of viewers compared to what they might get.
Yeah, we're probably gonna triple them. Oop, deep pop up the right field. That might be a home run on the first. Oop, caught at the warning track. There we go. All right, I do this thing when I watch these games. I love counting how many.
No, you're good, man. I like it.
No, I love counting how many high pop-ups there are because there's a ton in this game, and I think it's hilarious.
Really?
So that's the first pop-up of the game. Well, there's Evan Chmielewski with the facial hair over there at third base.
So crazy how like detailed this is too.
Yeah, we've come a long way with video games for sure.
It's ridiculous.
All right, Julian, I got some questions for you. So I was last broadcast I did, I was just looking at best food at each stadium, each baseball stadium. And I know you're from Kansas City, so you've been to any Royals games?
Yeah, actually, I'm a big Royals and Kansas City fan. Actually, I can't say, but Chiefs fan. But I'm more of a Chiefs fan, really. But baseball wasn't always my strongest thing, so I only attended a few games out there.
Right, I understand you picking favorites there.
Yeah,
I see the Super Bowl champs behind you.
Oh yeah, I got another flag in the room over there, so I can't let myself forget.
Yeah, you don't want to forget, right? Yeah, but I was looking at best foods in each stadium, and the Royals had one that was like this barbecue burger. It was like a burger with like an onion ring and some other barbecue items on top. So I was like, you know what? I was gonna eat that, but I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite like Kansas City known for like food item? What's your go-to?
Oh, dude, Kansas City is known for our barbecue.
Yep.
We're national champions in our barbecue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna have to say barbecue, without a doubt. Only barbecue, but there's so many barbecue joints out there. I can talk about it forever.
What's your
But I
go-to
mean,
barbecue item? Like, what's your favorite? Are you getting the brisket, the ribs? What are you going for?
dude, you're about to make me buy a plane ticket right now. I want to say, gosh, it's so hard. I might have to go with actually ribs or burnt ends or I don't even know, man. It's so tough. I usually whenever I go and buy some barbecue, I get like a fat platter that includes almost everything. So it's just like,
You get the family platter. Yeah.
yeah, I just have it to myself, and I'm good for the day. Honestly,
Right. Can't complain with that.
I'm
All right.
telling you, barbecue there is ridiculous.
There you go. Yeah, I gotta get down there and try it sometime. I've had some good barbecue, but I don't know if I've ever found my favorite city for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to argue with you if you ever say anything else other than Kansas City. Honestly,
Fair enough. You know all the good spots too, so.
well, if you're ever out there, I'll tell
Ooh,
you.
little diving catch there.
Yeah,
Big play by Will Manson.
yeah.
Add that to the second high pop of the game. Look at that play.
Dive on that super athletic.
All right, 0-0 after the top of the first.
Well, it's crazy. Like the graphics on there is ridiculous too. So much detail on it all.
Yeah, it's also no one's playing this game right now. It's just simulated, which is also kind of wild.
That's also, I mean,
All right, I know you're not a big baseball guy, but you think what? How fast of a pitch do you think you could hit? Like, what's too fast for you? Because I was
oh,
watching the
dude.
other day and I was like, I don't think I could hit anything above 80.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to be like a cocky dude or anything, but I mean like it's all hand and eye coordination, but at the same time, baseball is like ridiculously hard. So I don't know. Like,
Right.
honestly, I can't go. I'm not gonna put myself up there as if I'm like amazing hitter because I probably am not. But I will definitely say I can hit low 80s maybe.
Okay. Did you play a lot of baseball?
I played baseball when I was a lot younger. I actually ended up quitting because one day, actually, I vividly remember this. We had a game out, and actually a dust storm had happened. And after that dust storm, I actually quit the team right then and there. I just said I'm not ever going through that traumatic experience again in my life. So
That sounds very Kansas City. A dust storm during a baseball game. Yep.
I was done after that, dude. It scared me. I remember jumping in the car, and I was like, okay, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, that's a good reason to quit baseball, I guess. Hey, you found your sport anyway, too, right?
Yeah, it's not a bad sport.
Right. All right, for those who don't know, Julian is on the Ohio football team, and you're going to be captain this year, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Going into your senior year?
My junior year.
No, junior year? There you go.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with your preseason right now with, like, COVID and everything? Like, what's new and what's going on?
I mean, we've been doing the same thing, honestly, from the years I've been here. Just always been working out, but I mean, just how we're doing it is a lot differently. 6 feet apart, different racks compared to everybody else. Make sure you're wearing a mask while you work out. I mean, it's a lot harder to work out. It's hard to breathe when you start sweating, and now you're just breathing in the mask.
Right.
But I mean, kind of just the same thing. Just different details within it. But I mean, you gotta love it, is what we say. So you do it. You gotta deal with it.
Right.
Get prepared for the season, honestly. But there's a lot of uncertainty out there. But rather be prepared for nothing, but then be unprepared for something.
Exactly. You can't go into the season unprepared, think it's not going to happen, and then it does happen.
Yeah.
All right, that pitch. Oh, pitcher snags that. Long reach there.
Honestly, I think I've tried to play MLB The Show one time. I couldn't even do it. So I'm actually impressed by this AI here.
Right, I'm not a PlayStation guy, so I never get to get my hands on the show. I'm more of a backyard baseball guy.
Yeah. When did you end up playing? You played all your life, or?
Backyard baseball.
Not
like. Yeah, no, I quit baseball too. It wasn't a dust storm that made me quit, but yeah, I stopped playing baseball when I was younger.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the video game with like Pablo Sanchez and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was the game back in the day, for sure.
A lag switch there, but Copperheads get quick 3 outs, no hits, 0-0 after the first. Not surprised there.
Actually, really interesting.
Yep. Yeah, I was doing the first two games I did. I had to do them alone, and I was like, after an
Yeah,
hour and a half of this, I started, I was just talking to myself. So it's nice having someone else in here helping me out.
some open dialogue.
Yeah, someone to bounce back with me.
It's always good to have.
Yep. All
There
right.
we go.
I got another thing I like talking about when I was by myself is like, what's your favorite baseball food? Like when you're at the stadium, what do you get in the ballpark dog, the nachos, the pretzel, the peanuts? What's your go-to ballpark snack?
Uh, you know, I'm a glizzy goblin, dude. I mean, I might get a, I might, I might get a hot dog, but you know what? I gotta switch it up and get a nice little soft pretzel, also. You know.
Right. I'm a big soft pretzel fan. Get a nice little
Yeah.
mustard on there. Can't complain.
Mustard on your soft pretzel?
Yep.
Mustard. Ah.
Maybe it's a Philly
You
thing.
know,
I
I
don't know.
tried on honey mustard. You ever tried honey mustard?
Not on my pretzel, but honestly, that would work. That would definitely
I
work.
gave it a try. It actually wasn't bad. I tried it at Applebee's a little while ago, but I was reluctant. But then I gave it a try, and it was actually wasn't bad at all. But I never tried mustard though. Mustard, I don't think I'll ever go that far. Truthfully.
Fair enough.
How is it? Is it good?
Yeah, no, that's my go-to with the soft pretzel.
Okay.
But
I'm more of a nice hot cheese guy.
yeah, that's always good. That's like a movie snack, the little pretzel bites with with the cheese.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm at the stadium, I get the little helmet with the ice cream, nice swirl and sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my classic. You get to take the helmet home. Good day.
It's not too much. I can't do too much dairy, man.
Right, it doesn't agree with everyone.
I can't do it too much.
Fair enough.
Here we go.
All right. So you're interning with the Copperheads this year. What's your role, and then what are your thoughts on like being a student athlete and working for this like fully student-run organization?
My role with the Copperheads is sales associate. Well, you know, kind of just learning the process of it all. But you know, as a student athlete and kind of being a part of a student ran thing, it's actually really fun. Honestly, get a lot of experience because you know, as a student athlete, we don't get a lot of experiences, especially during the summer because we have to stay here on campus, you know, to get workouts in and all that. So we can't really go out and go get internships out of state or anywhere else outside of Athens. Really, it's very hard to go do that. So it's actually really nice to be able to get that experience here with Athens and with the Copperheads, you know, to get some sort of, you know, game day. Well, we're not getting game day really because of no, but it's nice to, you know, get the experience, you know, to work within the sports industry. So I'm pretty grateful for that.
Yeah,
Even though
absolutely.
our circumstances are a lot different now, but
I mean,
still awesome to get it.
you have a game day right here, right now. You're at the park.
Oh yeah, I'm at the park watching John Stabler.
Yeah, John Stabler's a big bat here. 10 home runs. You got to watch out for this guy.
Really?
I'm starting to get to know the players a little too well. It's starting to freak me out. Oh, that might be it. That's
You got any
going
baseball?
too. Oh, yeah. Is that off the
Oh,
wall?
yeah.
He's going too.
Called it too.
Yeah, I said it. Big bat. I know my team. Stand up double there for Stabler.
You called it too. I guess you should keep doing that, man.
What's your favorite sports movie and/or baseball movie?
Oh, my favorite sports movie has to be Friday Night Lights. I gotta go with Friday Night Lights, dude. I
Fair
mean,
enough. You're a football guy. I get it.
yeah, I gotta go with that one. There's nothing better than that one. But baseball movie, Sandlot, without a doubt. I mean, who wouldn't claim Sandlot is all I can say. But that's all I can say on baseball movies. That's probably the only baseball movie I've ever seen, honestly.
You know what? You don't need to see many more. Sandlot might just be it for you.
That might be it. How about you?
Yeah, I'm a big Sandlot fan for sure, and Field of Dreams. Those are my two baseball movies that hold up with me.
You said Field of Greens?
Field of Dreams.
Oh, Field of Dreams. I was gonna say. Oh, there we go.
And then yeah, well, that's another pop up. I'm not counting. We're at 4 though. However many I counted. I think it's hilarious. Last game there was 19 pop ups.
Well, everybody's hitting. There must be something, man.
Yep, Trevor patting up. Stabler still on second. See if the Sheds can get an early run. Struggle with their bats when I watch. They do. I'll take that pitch.
I thought he was gonna steal it.
Yeah, I don't think John Stabler's stealing. He looks like a. He doesn't look like much of a guy who's taking a base.
No, I'd sit there.
Yeah, stealing a base is intimidating. It's a thrill, but if you get out, it's tough.
It can't be too easy, honestly. Major props to baseball players out there, without a doubt.
Yeah, I feel like baseball players get a lot of hate, but you got to give it to them. It's tough. Oh, a fair ball down the line. Here comes Stabler. Play at the plate. I think he's got it. Coming in head first. There we go. Ched's getting a run in the second inning. That's what I like to see. Yep. Patton gets a RBI single down the third base line. Boom, good angle there. I wonder where the Ohio Bison are from. I have no clue. Oh, there's a steal. He's got it.
Yeah, he got
Safe, yep.
Yeah, he did. Oh, God. For a second, I don't know, but yes, he did.
Yep, got the foot in there before the tag. Boom.
Sweet, man. Well, I called it then. I called something. You called something. We're good.
We both know what's going on. All right, CBJ Stinger up. The Blue Jackets mascot is on the team. He doesn't look much like the mascot, but hey, it counts.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch.
Really
play at third. Runner's going to stay. He is out at first. 2 outs. 1-0 Sheds.
All right,
how about this? If you're rocking baseball cleats, I know you're not a baseball guy, but what brand would you pick? Your New Balance, Adidas, Nike? What are you leaning towards? Or just in general, what brand? Maybe not just baseball cleats. What brand do you like for your shoes?
Oh, like in shoes in general, or cleats, or
we'll go with both. Give me both.
Oh man, I don't know. I got like a flat feet, but like the wide. You know, Nike sometimes hurt them. You know, because it's so narrow. But then also Adidas kind of messing with me also. So I don't know. I'm like in real big conflict between the two. So I might, like, if I'm walking, I'm going to definitely have to hit like a New Balance or Asics, you know. But, you know, I don't know. Adidas, because I think I'm like required to say Adidas, honestly.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Yep, we'll count it as Adidas.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep, that makes sense.
How about you?
I just got myself a new pair of New Balances, and I'm digging them. Yeah, I'm Adidas and a New Balance guy for sure.
Yeah, I feel that one.
I moved on from Nike once I got over that, you know, the little phase.
That phase of Nike.
Yeah.
now you're in for the comfort.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely at that stage too, but
who didn't? All right, we got a full count, 2 outs here, man on second. Hopefully the runners.
I think we're gonna get a good one here.
Yep, let's see if we can knock in Patton. Right down the middle. Oh, wow. What a play by the third baseman. He snagged that.
Wasn't a bad play, though.
Nope, not at all.
You're a righty or you're a lefty?
I'm a righty.
You're a righty. Okay.
Are you a lefty?
No, I'm a righty.
Okay,
good. I don't know why. I was looking at the gloves and I always remembered about gloves. Righty and lefties.
Yeah, I think lefties are cursed, so.
Yeah. My mother's a lefty. Let's
Right, never mind.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, I remember I just looked at the gloves and I was so curious about it. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing. I think second basemans are usually lefties or something. I think whatever it is.
Pitcher's a lefty, huh?
Yeah, a lot of pitchers are left-handed too. All right, what are your thoughts coming into the new season for football? Like, what do you think the team's gonna do? What are you expecting?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, be a team player if I didn't say MAC championship all the way, right?
I would love to see that.
I mean, but man, we're just hoping to have a season first off. But other than that, man, we're just here to, you know, we're here to play. But as long as everyone's giving their all, man, that's what matters most, because that's gonna take us where we need to be. But we all have high hopes for a 14-game season, you know. But it is what it is. Whatever happens, it happens. But if we give our best, that's what matters. We listen to our coaches, but we also give what we're supposed to give. And I think we'll have a special season. I mean, we check the box in a lot of places, and so I think we're really excited for this season. Not much else you can do except for other than just hope that we even have a season first off, but give our all and be prepared. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Right. If you get that season, it's gonna be even mean that much more because you get
Oh
the
yeah.
full season for sure.
Our coach likes to say last time I guess we had a pandemic. He likes, I don't know if I should tell you, but he likes to say the last pandemic we had, the Bobcats actually ended up going undefeated the season after. So let's not jinx, but
No, I like the sound of that.
yeah. So he's been yelling that for a little bit now.
Right. Something to keep in the back of your head.
Yeah. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. So you stepped up as the captain this year, I'm assuming, right? It's your first year.
Yeah.
So how does your role as just as a teammate? What changes when you become the captain?
Nothing really. I mean, I kind of just believe in just continue to just be yourself. That's what got you there in the first place. But you don't need to really change anything about yourself. Just continue to be yourself. And just focus on yourself, but also pay attention to your teammates a lot. Take care of them first. Team first, but also lead by example in a way.
Absolutely, I like that. All right, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Chris Dodson up.
Here we go.
3-0 count. Yeah, there's some good names in this game too. Ronaldo Rodriguez is up next.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a baseball player, I'm wearing nothing but Evo Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, rocking it.
Fair enough. What would your walk-up song be?
Honestly, I think my walk-up song would be Triple H's walk-up song. It's time to play the game.
Right now, I know Triple H is. I'm trying to think of his song right now.
Oh, dude, it's like it's time to play. I don't want to sing it and embarrass myself, but it's like it's time to play the game, and it's like
Yeah.
I think I would rather have that because then they know I'm about my business when I get on the mound.
It sends a message when you come
Yeah.
to your walk-up song.
Like a scare tactic too. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would go Africa by Toto. Did I tell you not to take me away from you? I don't want to sing it either.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's not as intimidating, but
yeah, you know what? It might freak me out.
Yeah. In a different way, it's gonna freak you out. It's a different type of mindset.
Yeah. Now I'm curious, like, oh, what's he about? You know what I mean?
Right.
You just shifted my whole mindset. That's what it's about, man. It really is, dude.
Yeah, it's a little mind game up there, pitcher and batter, just playing some mind games.
It's all about the mind game, really. You hear some stuff on the football field. I tell you, it's really about a mind game.
Yep.
Take them off the game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite qualities about myself. When we're just playing like little sports, whatever, ping pong, darts, cornhole, I'm just a little chirp in someone's ear, get them off their game.
Oh yeah.
It's probably better than my real game.
You got to throw in some off the wall stuff sometimes. I mean, just to really get them,
Yeah, like where did that come from? All right, we're heading to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Sheds.
Here we are.
All right, bottom of the third. Sheds up. Hunter Bentley batting, facing Cole Robertson for the Bison.
Up by 1, huh?
You see Seattle just had a new NHL team today. It's announced the team name. They're Seattle Kraken. What do you think of that name?
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. How about you?
Okay, yeah, because I was just thinking about it because like the Ohio Bison and Copperheads. I was thinking about like it's kind of hard to come up with a name and logo and jersey. So I like the Kraken. I think it's kind of scary.
You like it?
Yeah,
It is. What do you think the mascot would be though?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be some Kraken octopus-looking thing. Who knows?
How do you decide on that? If the Kraken hasn't been seen, or I guess he's been drawn. How about the Washington?
Right.
Washington.
Yep.
How about that?
You know what? I understand it takes some time to come up with a new name, so I think it's not a
Yeah,
bad. It's kind of a good idea just to hold it off for a little bit.
yeah. It was a long board meeting, though. I'll tell you.
I bet, yeah. They just have the numbers on the helmet, so it's almost like
Yeah,
a high school uniform. Not even maybe something you
yeah.
create in a video game like 2006. Just
Ours,
simple.
my high school, we definitely had our numbers on the side
Yeah,
of so, so it's definitely high school for sure.
I kind of
But
like it. Maybe they'll play with a little bit of chip on their shoulder. The Washington football team.
it's gonna be an exciting team, honestly. I mean, Haskins might be something good this season.
Right.
Hopefully.
I'm an Eagles fan, so the NFC East got boosted up a little bit this year, looking a little
Oh
scary.
yeah.
Oh, play at the first. He is out. 2
So
outs.
who you think? If you're an Eagles fan, so who you taking at quarterback?
I've always been a Carson Wentz supporter.
No, it's okay. Okay, I like Carson. I go with Carson too myself. He's no better than Patrick if I can.
No,
Throw
I don't think I can argue that either.
that. I'm sorry, I just had to throw it in there.
No,
I
you might
can't.
as well use that as much as you possibly can while you have it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run it up till his 10 years is over.
Yeah, you got a few years to do it.
I'm gonna run that thing up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like similar to Tom Brady fans. They've been doing it for a
Oh
while. Oop,
gosh.
got him out. All right, that's the bottom of the third. All right, I'm gonna pause this, Julian. You can stay on for a second. I'm gonna call Coach Dunphy and have him come on.
All right,
Um, Actually, if you want to sign off, yeah, thank you for coming on,
of
Julian
course.
Ross. It was a good 3 innings, man. If you got anything to say, any final words, let the fans know. You got 9 people watching. Tell them what's up.
All right, so all 9 of you guys, thank you for watching. Continue to support the Southern Ohio Copperheads. We really appreciate you guys and support the Ohio Bobcat football team also, if you guys don't mind. So thank you. Thank you for having me also, Daniel.
Yes, sir. No problem. All right, have a good
See ya.
one, Julian. All right, bear with me for a second here. I'm going to send this link to Coach Dunphy, who will join in a second. And then we will interview him for the 3rd through 6th inning. Sorry about the little technical, little in between here. It's my first time, and technology sometimes is kind of annoying. All right, sent to Coach Dunphy. Send. Here's the link. All right, I will wait for Coach Dunphy to come on, and while we wait, I'll run a little Fan of the Year ad.
Hey, Copperheads fans, what if we named the team after you? Our 2020 Fan of the Year will get to rebrand the team after themselves or whatever they'd like for one home game next season. To enter our raffle, visit the link in the description and donate $25 to help keep baseball in Southeast Ohio. Thanks for watching today's broadcast, and go Cheds!
All right, so that was Fan of the Year ad. I'm just gonna put it so you guys don't have to look at my face. I'll put myself a little small square. That was the Fan of the Year ad. So the Fan of the Year ad or promotion is something the Copperheads are running to raise money for the team to keep baseball in Southeast Ohio, because we are not obviously having a season right now. So we got to do all we can to raise money. So the link is in the bio, in the description. You can donate $25, $50, $75, $2,000, whatever. You know what? If you have it, might as well drop it. Whatever you're thinking. Any donation matters. And if you do win, I apologize. I didn't even say what happened, what you're donated for. If you win, you get to rename the team for a game next season. You get to get whatever you want. You can put your name on the jerseys. And then on the hat, you get to pick a logo or even your face if you really want to do that. The Copperheads will wear that. So you'll be put in a raffle with, the other people who have done it. And, yeah, hopefully you win. You can name it whatever you want. All right, for all those fans that are in there, sing Africa. I'm not going to sing Africa again. I can't do it with the live audience. I crack. I'm reading the comments now. So there's a live chat option. I will answer those. I apologize. I wasn't answering last time. So what's everyone here? I was talking about, it's a big deal for me. What is your favorite food to eat at the baseball stadium? You're at the ballpark. It's a Phillies game, an Indians game, a Pirates game, whatever your team is, a Copperheads game, what are you getting? Is it the hot dog? Is it the classic nachos with just the orange-looking cheese? Are you a Cracker Jacks guy? I don't know how classic you can get more than Cracker Jacks. Are you a peanuts guy? Are you a little ice cream in the hat? Ice cream in the helmet guy with the rainbow sprinkles? Because that's me right there. What's your move? You know, it's a nice. Let's say it's a nice June night, nice 7 o'clock game, nice and cool breeze. You're not sweating too much, because I don't like sweating over my food. All right, got a first one in there, soft pretzel. Yep, me and Julian were just talking about that. If you're a yellow mustard, honey mustard, let's see, find a way to get a Mickey soft pretzel in the ballpark. All right. Yeah, that guy works at Disney World. You can tell it's my brother. Yep. I do love Mickey pretzels though. Yeah, I'm obsessed with them. My mom says crab fries. That's a Philadelphia thing for most of these people who are Midwest don't know what that is. That's a little Philadelphia thing. It's just like these spicy fries that Chickies and Pete's does. They're at the Phillies games, Flyers, Sixers, and they're absolutely delicious. Come with a nice cheese sauce. Yeah, but I know no one. Gotta go pizza. You know what? I didn't even say pizza. All right, Sam. That's interesting because I was kind of have some beef with pizza at the ballpark just because I feel like you can never get a good slice. Because when I looked at that list of best food at each baseball stadium, I believe the Cardinals had a massive slice that was just like jumbo. So I was like, I would eat that absolutely. All right, I'm still waiting for Coach Dunphy to join, so let's improvise here. I'm going to look up best food at baseball stadiums. Okay, this is the same stadium talk list I looked at last time, so I'm just going to go through it because, hey, first time doing it. Yeah, just going with it. All right, guaranteed rate field White Sox, smothered French fries. So I believe there's a few options here. All right, Coach just got the link, so he should be joining any second. Let me just skip to that massive slice of pizza. This is what I was talking to Julian about, the barbecue burger. Like, you're telling me you're not going to eat that? Julian says Kansas City has the best barbecue, so yeah, I'm eating that. It's a steak burger, cheese, pulled pork, onion rings, barbecue sauce. All right, I'm definitely not eating Chinese food. I went over that. I would never use chopsticks at a baseball stadium. No shot. There's the Phillies with the donut. This looked disgusting. Come on, that's not even funny anymore. Why are you putting Fruit Loops on a hot dog? Let me see if... All right, I got to admit, Coach Dunphy. All right, he's connecting there. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Hey, not bad, man. How are you?
I am all right. Having a good time announcing this game right now.
All right.
All right, I'm about to...
Who's
Go ahead.
Who's winning? Who's winning?
Copperheads are up 1-0 after third inning. Someone hit a double, and then we had a little RBI single knocking him in.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah. So how's it feel coaching a virtual team this year?
It feels pretty easy, actually. I haven't had to do a whole lot. So
Right.
It's far less stressful than the real thing.
Absolutely. I can only imagine. All right. While I was on the topic of it, I was just talking about favorite ballpark foods, and I've been asking everyone. So what's your favorite food when you're at the ballpark? Are you getting the hot dog, the soft pretzel, the pizza? What is your go-to?
Actually, it's something we used to have for the Copperheads years ago. It's a thing called a snake bite.
Okay.
It was we used to get it before the games. It was a kind of a ritual for us when I was coaching under Jonathan Nichols. We would go up in the Bumholes Club and get snake bites. They were bratwurst with nacho cheese and jalapenos on them. They were absolutely delicious.
That sounds good. I might have to get myself a snake bite if I ever can.
Yeah, hopefully they bring those back. They were a hit. I love them.
Yeah. I mean, if the head coach likes them, I think they need to be in the stadium, right?
Right. Yeah, we need to get Mike or whoever's doing it next year to get on top of that.
Oh, right. Mike's Dog Shack did the was doing the food, right?
Right. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I was talking about. I'm an ice cream in a helmet type of guy. So with the sprinkles, that's me. That's my go-to.
Yeah. That's definitely got a baseball feel to it. I feel like everybody should at least try that at least once. You don't have to enjoy it, but you got to do it.
Sure, it cools you off. All right, we got
Exactly.
yeah, we got a man on third for the Bison right now. No outs. So I was curious about this. I've always wondered, like, when you get to a higher level of baseball, how do you set your lineup? What's your mindset behind setting your 1 through 9 lineup?
That's a really good question. It's literally a day by day thing. You have to feel out your guys, see how they're feeling. Go with the hot hands. So you want your guy who gets on base the most up first, one of your best hitters. Get him as many at bats throughout the game as possible. Ideally, you'd like to have lefty, righty as much as possible through the lineup. That kind of eliminates the possibility later on in the game when they switch pitchers. So, for instance, if you have 3 lefties in a row, they're going to bring in a lefty to face those 3 guys when the game really matters. So you try and break that up as much as possible. And, of course, your best hitter, third or fourth. But really, for the summer in Athens, the first half of the season, at least the first half, I've always started one lineup one day and then another lineup the next day. So I'd let guys play a day and then rest a day and then play the next day, just so everybody got their feet wet and got some experience, got some at-bats. And then when it came crunch time, then we really started to analyze who was doing what and started playing for wins at that point.
Absolutely, I like that. I like that mindset. I was saying earlier when I was on here by myself, I was like, I like the 5 spot. That's where I want to be. I don't know why. I'm not the best player on the team. I'm not batting cleanup. I'm not the scary home run guy. But you know what? I might get a nice knock-on double, get a nice little RBI there, and I'll call it a day.
Yeah, it's a little less pressure there too. You don't have to. The pitcher's mindset 1 through 4, he's really got to bear down and make sure he's 100% with those guys. And I was a pitcher. I was guilty of it too. Once I got through number 4, I felt like I could take my foot off the gas a little bit, which is exactly what number 5 wants. He wants you to take him for granted, and it does happen. That's a real thing.
Yeah, I guess my assumption was right, man. I got the official one. Yeah, the Bison also just got a pop fly knocked in the runner, so it's 1-1. Top of the 4th, 2 outs here. Ben Lindler is still on the bump, throwing 51 pitches. So you were a pitcher at Shawnee State, right?
Correct. Yeah, it was a small little school in Portsmouth, Ohio. Kind of close to home for me, about an hour and a half away, which is ultimately why I decided to go there. It was close enough so my family could go, and it was a very historic town. A lot of people don't know Branch Rickey, the guy who signed Jackie Robinson, was from Portsmouth, Ohio, and our stadium was named after him. And it's a very, very old stadium with a brick wall. It's got a lot of history and a lot of I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of old ball players still roaming around that place. It's got that old time feel to it. It's really, really cool.
I like that. The baseball spirits are still there with you.
Absolutely.
Wait, so is that a brick wall outfield, like a outfield wall?
Yeah. So they had red brick back in the day, long before I was ever even thought of. So most of that is still there, but they've replaced a lot of it with cinder block, but it's still got that brick wall, which you don't see hardly ever. I think we were the only ones that I've ever played at when I was in college that had a brick wall, and it's very unique. You have to play it differently. So you get a line drive off the wall, it's going to come off really hard. So you get a little bit of home field advantage with that too, because our outfielders practice doing that every day. That's actually something we practiced doing. We would hit balls off the wall, and they would have to instinctively know where it was going to go and place themselves in the spot where they were going to be able to make a play.
I like that. It's like the Ohio version of Wrigley's Ivy, you know.
Yeah. We actually thought about putting Ivy on ours, and when I was coaching there, and we thought it'd be a really cool idea, but the more we talked about it, we're like, well, Ivy's not even going to come in until after the spring season's over, so it would just look like garbage the whole time we were
Right, you
playing.
just get
So we
that
nixed
brown
that
look.
idea. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that. Oh, it just got me thinking with the Spirits. Me and Julian, who was just on before, we were talking about favorite baseball movies. So I was thinking Field of Dreams. But what's your favorite baseball movie?
This is going to sound weird, but I have two. For the Love of the Game with Kevin Costner, who feels like played in every baseball movie that was ever made.
Yeah.
And The Rookie was my other one with Dennis Quaid. It was actually a fond little memory I have with my mom. There's a scene in that movie where Dennis, he's in the minor league system. Jim Morrison, is the guy's name, but he was thinking about hanging it up. He was an old guy. For people who don't know the movie, he was an old guy playing with young 20-year-olds. He just happened to throw gas. So they gave him a shot, and he felt like he had come to his end, and he was soul-searching and felt like he was going to hang it up. And he was talking to his friend Brooks, who played with him, about it. And he went and watched a Little League game or something the night before, and realized he still had that love and passion for the game, and comes into the clubhouse, and Brooks thought he was going to retire and go back to his family. He walks in the clubhouse, stands by him, he's like, you know what we get to do today, Brooks? We get to play baseball. So I, before every game I ever played in college, that was something that was said to me from my mother. So it's has a special place in my heart.
I like that. It's a good little mantra before the game.
Absolutely.
I just
mean,
got.
that's what it is at the end of the day. It's a game, so you don't get to do it forever. So enjoy it while you're able to. So.
Right, I like that. I feel like a lot of people gonna get caught up in the competition and lose the fun in the game.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I'm guilty of that too. Everybody is,
Yep.
but it's everybody's told. That's another quote from a movie. When they can no longer play the child's game. That was Moneyball. And it's going to happen to everybody. So your days are numbered. So you got to make the ones you have count.
Yeah, I think that happened to me after Little League, a few more years of baseball, and I just kind of lost the love for it, so had to move on. But I still like watching it and still like being a part of it. So.
Oh, absolutely. That's I'll probably be watching a baseball game the day I die. That's something that's ingrained in my DNA and probably will never go away.
Right. There's something about it, especially the atmosphere being at the ballpark. It's probably my favorite of the big four sports to go and see in person.
Yeah, and it's one of the oldest ones. It's called the American pastime for a reason. We've been doing it for hundreds of years. It started people just playing pickup games, and they slowly turned it into travel leagues where they would travel around, played. People who worked regular jobs turned it into professionals, and even then they were still working regular jobs, stocking groceries or working at the iron mill or whatever they did. But it really really was a love for the game. That's how it started. So it's got a different feel, I think.
Yeah, something about baseball. I also like how you can still play variations of it. You know, like we were talking about Sandlot earlier, wiffle ball. You can just kind of play in your backyard, and I still get my baseball fix when I get to play wiffle ball. Same idea. I get to throw some junk and bat flip if I hit a home run, just on a smaller scale.
Oh yeah. You have to. You absolutely have to. If you don't bat flip in wiffle ball, you're not doing it right.
Right. I understand the MLB, you catch some scrutiny, it's a little disrespectful, but in wiffle ball, I'm throwing that bat as high as I possibly can.
Right. Yeah, because the risk reward there is definitely in your favor. You're not going to get plunked or anything like that, and if you do, it's not going to hurt.
Right.
But it's weird for me to say because I was always on the other end of that as a pitcher. I would give up a tank and watch a guy bat flip, and he more times than not he had to pay for that. So I get both sides of it.
I can imagine that would make you a little upset, especially after giving up the home run and then he just little cherry on top with the bat flip.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It's when you become a bajillionaire like Giancarlo Stanton, who hit an absolute mammoth today. You can do it sometimes. The problem is when you do it all the time. So it's, yeah.
Right. That's fair. Who's your baseball team? Who do you root for?
Atlanta Braves, man. That's
Got him on the shirt. Yep.
I'm a Braves fan from the time I could walk, probably. And everybody always asks me, they're like, "Why are you a Braves fan? You grew up in Southern Ohio. Why not the Indians or the Reds?" But I like both of those teams too. But when I was really getting into baseball, it was in the early '90s, and that's when they had John Smoltz and Greg Maddux. Greg Maddux is actually who I tried to imitate as a baseball player. John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, John Rocker, Chipper Jones, all those guys, they did it the right way. And being a pitcher, watching the best pitching staff may ever play in the major leagues, it definitely resonated with me a little bit. And plus, they were on TBS every single day, so I got to watch them all the time, which helped a lot too.
Right. I understand that because I'm from Philadelphia and I'm a Phillies fan, but I never really understood why people never root for their cities until I came to Ohio, and I found out, if you live in a place like Columbus, you don't have to root for the Reds or the Indians just because they're close, they're not your hometown team. So you found a reason to like the Braves, and I understand that one for sure.
Yeah, and I grew up just south of Athens, so it's basically in the middle of nowhere. We weren't close to either city. The only thing south of there, everybody south of Ohio is a Braves fan. So there's maybe a Florida Marlins fan when they were in Florida. But most of that country is Braves fan. So anytime I go a little bit south, I'm kind of at home.
Fair enough. All right, that is a grounder to second. It's going to handle. Oh, he's safe. Runs it out. So I had a question. This was, how does recruiting work for these leagues, and how do you recruit for the Copperheads? Like, where do you find these kids from colleges? Do they reach out to you, and how does that interaction work?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's one we get a lot. A lot of it is pipelines that we've built over the years, and I've been fortunate enough that I've been around for a long time. So the coaches that I've coached under or for in the past have created pipelines with other college coaches around the country who like the way we do things in Athens, and we treat the players well. Our commodities are great. We take care of them. We have a unique housing system where all of the players live together, and most other teams in the country, they have host families, so they're living by themselves with strangers basically. So that's a recruiting tool I use, and it helps our team too, because our guys get a gel a little bit better because they spend all of their time together. So that's one way I do it. Some players and coaches reach out to me, and I basically fill the voids from what I don't already have with those types of people, and then I'll start cold calling people, sending emails, asking players that I've coached before if they had any buddies that would like to come. And that's usually how that works too. We get players from schools over and over because they have such a good time in Athens. They go back to their teams in the fall and they tell them about how much fun they had. And then the guys that they play with who come to me the next year are so excited to be there because they heard about all the great things that Southern Ohio gives, and Athens, the community as a whole, which is another thing that really helps a lot. The community of Athens supplies the fire for everything that our players do. They really do play for that community, and it's a very unique thing in Summer League baseball and very unique in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League. We have the biggest crowds, the loudest crowds. Fireworks night is an experience a lot of those kids only get when they come to Athens, with multiple thousand people that come and watch the games. A lot of their college, for people who haven't been to actual college baseball games, it's cold. So it's hard to get people in the stands sometimes. So when it comes to summer, and the way we do things with the professional type atmosphere, people love to come out and watch. So that helps our players play better. They feel better about what they're doing. They feel like they're a big leaguer for a summer, and it helps to get other players to come back years and years down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't been to a game at Bob Bren during the summer, but after working with the Copperheads, I've seen some of the stuff. It looks like a great time. And then I couldn't imagine being a player and playing for those fans and living in Athens for a summer. It's probably a great experience.
Yeah, it's something I look forward to doing every year. And those guys, every single year, those guys just have a blast. They go out, they do things, they hang out together. You name it, they're always active, they're always doing things, and it's they have everything they need there without the hustle and bustle of a big city, which I think helps too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I know you're a pitcher. What's your favorite pitch to hit when you did bat, or if you still, and what's your favorite pitch to throw?
When I was a hitter, fastball always. It's the easiest one to see. As a hitter's mindset, you're always thinking fastball. Not always, but most hitters are hoping for a fastball because it's easier to hit. You can see where it's coming. And if you do get a hold of it, it's going to go a long way. But as a pitcher, probably slider. That was my go-to pitch. Full counts, I'd throw a slider almost every time. Strikeout pitch was my slider a lot. Next to that, maybe changeup. Those were two of my better pitches. My fastball wasn't overpowering by any means, but like I said earlier, I tried to imitate Greg Maddux, so I worked really hard at locating, and that one thing is what got me through college and helped me have the successful career that I did have, was being able to locate. And that's something I try and tell young pitchers growing up all the time. Throw strikes. Like, it sounds cliche, but and another thing I was told as a pitcher from my pitching coach, hitters are stupid. I don't mean any offense by that to hitters that are listening, but hitting is the hardest thing to do in all of sports. So more times than not, they're going to get themselves out. So just let them do it. All you have to do is throw it over the plate. You're going to get burned on it sometimes, but you can't be fearful of that. The odds are in the pitcher's favor. You just have to let the things happen.
Right. Yeah, especially with the location thing. I've noticed a lot of problems with like young kids is they want to try to throw hard or throw these wild breaking balls, and you're throwing strikes way out of the zone or your breaking balls aren't hitting, and then I just know as a hitter not to swing, and I get walked on a 4-1 count. So, but if you're throwing strikes, I start panicking and then I ground out. So that's how it usually goes.
Yeah, it's young pitchers think too much into stuff like that. I think it's okay to develop pitches, and the time to start worrying about velocity and those Clayton Kershaw breaking balls is when you get to a level where the hitters are really, really, really good. So you have to keep them on their toes. Those guys can hit good breaking balls and good sliders and good changeups because they've done it long enough and they're seasoned and they can do it. That's when you have to really, really focus on developing those things. And it's fine to work on it as you're growing up, but don't rely on them too much. Don't lean on them. Don't let them be your crutch. You still have to throw strikes. Strikes are number one for every level. The big leagues, you don't see guys walk guys very much. It happens, but not nearly as much as when you're younger. So first things first, throw strikes, then focus on building on top of that.
Yeah, I like that. Can't become a pitcher if you don't throw strikes.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Oh yeah. So do you play any video games, or is that not your thing?
Every now and then. I don't a whole lot. I frankly just don't have time to do it like I used to. But when I do, I play a lot of NHL. I got really good at that for a while. I play seasons. NASCAR is another game I like to play. I grew up in southeastern Ohio. It's kind of one of the things being in the South, quote unquote. But yeah, it's fun. You don't have too much pressure. It's really hard, but it's more strategic than anything.
Do you have a favorite baseball video game that you've played?
I have RBI. I'm an Xbox guy, so
Okay.
they don't have the show for Xbox. But if the show were on the Xbox, that would be the one for sure. But I do have RBI baseball. And I play seasons with that too. But man, those might be the hardest games out there. It is incredibly difficult.
I've never played those games. I'm an Xbox guy too, so it's been without the show for a while. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's different. I definitely like the show better, but I just can't get the hang of the different controls, so I just stick with Xbox.
Fair enough. Yeah, because the other day I was talking about backyard baseball characters, because that's still one of my favorite games on the GameCube.
Absolutely, man. I played that a lot as a kid. It was we had neighborhood. I grew up in a small little neighborhood, and we had neighborhood backyard baseball parties. It was a blast, and then we would do that, and then we'd go outside in the backyard and actually play backyard baseball, which I don't see nearly as much as I used to, which is a little disheartening to an extent. But I did actually run into it the other day. It was probably a week or two ago. I was out on a run. I live in Upper Arlington in the Columbus area now, but I was going on a run, and I ran past the school, and I saw a bunch of kids. And during the pandemic and everything, they were all out there on all dirt baseball field just having a ball. No umpires, no parents, nothing. They were having unrestricted free plays. One of my old coaches used to call it, I think. It was encouraging to see. So it's still out there.
Yeah, it's got to make your heart full seeing that.
Yeah.
Some sandlot
absolutely.
ball. All right, we are in the bottom of the sixth. Still 1-1. No outs for the Copperheads right now. We got Hunter Bentley batting ninth for them. Do you have a favorite baseball stadium you've ever been to?
Yeah, I went to Busch Stadium in St. Louis for the Cardinals. I watched a Reds-Cardinals game there in 2012, I think. I actually went to a independent league baseball tryout for I think it was Sauget, which is right across the river there. Or no, it was Gateway Grizzlies, which is right beside. They're all kind of close there, but it was the Frontier League draft. I went to that and then caught a St. Louis Cardinals game that night. And we did me and a couple other guys that were at the tryout. We bought some of those $5 cheap seat tickets and did the old move where you'd scout out the seats down the baseline, and like third inning we went and sat right by first base. It was an absolute blast. But for people who haven't been to that stadium, it's absolutely beautiful. It's all red brick. Everything is red brick, and you can see the arch out beyond I think it's left center field fence. So it is gorgeous. The layout there, you can see everything. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've never been down to St. Louis, but sounds like a nice stadium for sure.
Yeah. I'd say my next one was probably PNC Park in Pittsburgh, where the Pirates play. That's a fairly newer stadium. It's beautiful too. I just went on a whim. I think I was still in college. I'm a Braves fan, so I went to see the Braves play. It was Chipper Jones' last series of his career. He had one more game in Pittsburgh after that, but it was one of those things. He's one of my favorite players growing up, and I knew I'd never get to see him again, so I just bought some tickets and drove 4 hours up to Pittsburgh and caught that game. It was a blast there too. They do it right there.
Yeah, I've been to PNC Park. That stadium has good views for sure. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Just gotta like to be in the ballpark atmosphere there. Just kind of hang out and watch a game.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Pittsburgh, but man, I love that stadium. They got it right. The fact that it's that close to the football stadium, there's really no other way to do it. I think
Absolutely.
Cincinnati did it right with that too, so you can kind of migrate from one to the other if you need to.
Yep, that's the way to do it. So what's your favorite part about being a coach compared to being the player? What's the difference, and what's your favorite part?
Man, that's a really good question. I don't think I've ever had that one, but it's an easy answer. It's when you see the potential in a player, but you see them kind of struggling to figure out what steps they need to take. And when you get a player that's coachable, that's my favorite thing. Getting a player that's willing to listen, willing to work, and you offer them advice, and you see them working at it, and then you see it pay off. You see it work in a real-life game situation, and you can see the excitement in their face, and a lot of times the relief. Some guys will struggle with a certain thing for a long time, and then you see that fix come to fruition. And then you see them go back to, like me, for instance, coaching for the Copperheads. I get to see those guys go back to their schools, like Michigan State, schools like that. Most of the players I get are young guys, redshirt, freshmen, guys who haven't necessarily played a whole lot yet. We do get a mix of guys who are seasoned, but seeing those types of guys go back to their respective schools and start playing well. And then the next thing would be seeing guys that I've coached go to the next level, like Blaine Krim, who's going to be on here if he hasn't been already.
Yep, he's up next.
Guys like that. He played with us for 2 seasons, and say something about him. He is one of the best kids I've ever coached, like all-around good person. And to see stuff like that pay off for somebody who, one, works hard and is a good person, it's that is why we all do this. It's to see stuff like that. The guys who really, really deserve it, who get it, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. All right, we're in the top of the 7th, so I'm going to have to let you go, but one of the fans, Jonathan Nichols, asked to answer these questions real quick for him. He said, what's your favorite song in the summer and your favorite bar in Athens?
You would, man. It's a Ray Wiley Hubbard song called Snake Farm. Shout out to Rexy Ingham. That was a tradition for us when we were coaching together. It was, and I'm gonna circle back around to the other question, but they started playing that at our games because they knew we loved it so much. And then favorite bar in Athens, hands down, the Cat's Eye. Shout out to Andy Brink and Zip over there. Those guys treat us well. They treat us so well that they would play Snake Farm when we walked in the door every single time. It was it was a blast. So 2 excellent questions there, Nichols.
All right, Coach. Thank you for coming on and joining us. It means a lot. Any final words? Signing off. Give them what you got.
It's been an honor to be a part of this organization for so long. I enjoy it just as much as the players and the fans, if not a little bit more. People like you that have worked for us, Annie Brackley, Bill LaRue, who have treated me so well over the career that I've had there, and the community of Athens and the fans. You guys are why we do this. It's been a pleasure being around it. You guys have treated me very, very well, and I am immensely grateful. I can't thank all of you enough. So from the bottom of my heart, it has been a dream come true.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. I just joined the organization, but I know how much you mean to everyone here. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, see ya.
All right, I'm going to send this to... All right, I'm sending this link to Blaine, who will be coming on for the 6th and 9th inning. I didn't save numbers. That's my fault. It's Blaine. Yep. Command V. All right. Blaine will join, and I'm going to run the Fan of the Year ad for those who...
Hey, Copperheads fans, what if we named the team after you? Our 2020 Fan of the Year will get to rebrand the team after themselves or whatever they'd like for one home game next season. To enter our raffle, visit the link in the description and donate $25 to help keep baseball in Southeast Ohio. Thanks for watching today's broadcast, and go Cheds!
All right. I ran that video earlier. The Fan of the Year promotion is something we're running. Keep baseball in Southeast Ohio. Like I said, we don't have a season, so we need to raise money. This promotion is you pay $25, $50, $75, however much you want, and you get put in a raffle. And if you win the raffle, you get to rename the team, put your face on the hat, rename it whatever you want, or it'll be named after you. So as I wait for Blaine to join, I'm gonna go find that big slice of pizza I was talking about at actually Busch Stadium, which Coach Dunphy just said it was his favorite stadium. So here it is, the mega slice. Look at this thing, 16 inches long piece of pizza. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I don't think I could eat that. Let's see what else is on here. Yeah, sushi, like I said before, I'm not using chopsticks at a park. You're not going to catch me eating anything too fancy unless I'm in a club box, right? Coney egg roll. This thing sounded amazing. But I actually just remembered I said I was going to give away a free entry to the Fan of the Year promotion. Oh, well, Blaine is joining right now, so I will do that later. Hey Blaine, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. Just hanging in here right now. All right. Do you want to link up with me on the game, or do you just want to talk? Either or works.
Yeah, I got my computer up.
All right. The timestamp. We're at 53:03. So just let me know when you're on there.
53:03.
Yep.
Who are these cats anyway?
Who are we playing?
Like, who is this? Are these guys playing the guys who were going to come this year?
No, so we opened it up for fans and whoever wanted to be a part of the team once the season got canceled to join the virtual team.
Oh, so these people were like playing?
No, so this game is simulated by one of the kids who works here, and he like made the jerseys and everything and put all the people into the game.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm as close as I can get. I'm at 50.
That's good, yeah. All right. We'll hit play. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so. Yep, there you go. All right, so it's the top of 7th right now. 1-1 game. All right, so right now we got Blaine Krim on, who is a 2-time Cheddar, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Wait, what years did you play for the Copperheads?
I played the summer of 17 and the summer of 18.
Awesome. What was your how were your experience in Athens and with the organization? What were your thoughts on that?
Man, it was a lot of fun. It was good enough for me to come back for a second time, but just the way that it was ran and, the town that it's in and just the fans and the quality of baseball. And we're just treated like pro ball guys there, which was something I didn't get at my college. So it was something that was really cool to go experience. And, you live in a sorority house or a fraternity house, so you get super close to all the guys. And it's just, I feel like it's a really good group of guys at both years that I played. And it was just, we got close super fast and we played well together, both summers, but clearly a little bit better the second summer. But I'll always remember it. I'm really happy I went there those 2 summers and, always be a part of my, journey. And I'm really excited that I did it.
Absolutely. We just had Coach Dunphy on, so he was just talking about you. What was your favorite part of him having him as your coach?
He was the man. I mean, he was just the good thing about the staff. My first year was just, they were in it for us. They wanted us to get, everything out of that summer that we could. So, they let us do what we needed to do in order to succeed. Of course, winning was the goal, but at the same time, like if we needed to work on something that would allow us to do that. But Dunphy was just a cool guy and really respected, all the players and coached his tail off when he was there the first year, and then of course the next year he was there every once in a while. But yeah, he's good. He's a good dude. I missed him for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a great time talking to him. So you just got drafted last year, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was that feeling of like, finally here getting drafted? Because I feel like every kid who's ever played sports has always dreamed of getting drafted. So what was that feeling like?
I don't even know how to explain it. It was, it was surreal, of course. I didn't have a draft party or anything like a lot of the big name guys do, but I got to spend that moment with my family, with my mom, my dad, and of course I just saw my name pop up on the iPad. But it was to see my name pop up was something I never thought that would happen. Regardless, of course it was a dream for a really long time, but it didn't feel like reality until it actually happened. So it was, in college, the place where I went, it was really hard to focus on that. And so that dream left pretty early on in my college career, actually before I even got to college. But, just the fact that dream kind of crept back in after my junior year was, it's kind of cool to experience that. And then to actually have my name called by somebody was, something I'll never forget.
Yeah, it's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So I was talking to Coach Dunphy about it. Do you play video games at all? And like, if so, what's your favorite baseball video game?
I don't own a video game system. Of course, all my friends do. And if I ever was to play a video game, it would be a baseball game because I'm just one of those guys that's obsessed with baseball, I guess. But I do remember, like, when I was a kid and we would go over and, like, I would spend night parties, whatever, all these kids, they would have the college one that everybody wants to bring back with the Texas guy on the front of it. And that was the funnest one that I remember playing because I was never any good at it. So,
Right.
that's kind of when I stopped playing. But my parents didn't really give me that option. So.
Fair enough. It's hard to like video games if you're not good at them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's tough getting beat up on. Yeah, Coach Dunphy was telling me he's a big NASCAR fan in video game and NHL. So it's interesting to hear that.
It's unique. Yeah, that's unique.
Yeah, absolutely. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So I've been talking about this with everyone. I'm very interested. Like, you're at the ballpark, nice day, nice summer baseball game. What's your go-to ballpark food? Are you getting the hot dog? You getting the pretzel? You getting the nachos with cheese? What's your snack there?
If I'm going for a snack, I'm getting the nachos. I'm getting a crap ton of jalapenos. Of course, I'm gonna have to take a large drink with that to cool that off. But that's my personal favorite. If I'm getting a meal, I'm just gonna add like 2 hot dogs to that, and it's gonna run me about $30. But it's gonna be well worth it.
Right, unless it's Dollar Dog Night, you're running up a big check there.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't beat a Dollar Dog Night at a park at all. Cannot beat that.
You can't. I wear a dollar beer.
Yeah, you know what? Those are a good combo.
Unless I'm the beer batter.
Yep. All right, let's see where we at here in the game. What are we at? Top of the 7th, man on first and second, 2 outs. It's 2-1 Bison. I've yet to announce a game where the Copperheads have won, so I'd absolutely love to see a W.
Yeah, I mean, this dude, it just looks like they're taking pitches that they shouldn't be taking. I mean, this video game, but right before the video game, I was watching the Nats game, and that's what they were doing. But they came out swinging today. So
Yep, baseball's back tonight, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
watching the Nationals and the Yankees, and Judge had a bomb, or no, Stanton had a bomb in the first, and Judge had a double in the third, and Eaton had a bomb in the first for the Nats. So it was 3-1.
There you go. That's how you like to start the baseball season back up.
Yeah,
Can't
this
beat
dude's
that.
throwing Ched though for Copperheads.
Yeah. I think we got one of the relievers in. I'm not sure who's pitching right now. I'm starting to get to know these guys' names after this is my third game announcing, so I'm starting to learn some of
Really?
the players. Yeah. What's your favorite pitcher to hit? What's your go-to? You see that pitch, you're swinging no matter what. What's that go-to pitch?
Fastball up.
Yep.
100%. I expand the zone a little too much when it comes to fastballs up. That's my weakness, but they're also my favorite pitch to hit at the same time. So I sacrifice, my chase right there, but I think it's worth it. Anything up in the zone, I'm a sucker for. It doesn't matter what pitch it is. I swing a little bit too much sometimes, but if it's up, I'm swinging.
Yeah, I feel like that runs deep with everyone who played baseball because you see that high cheese, you're just gonna take a chop at it. You got to.
Yeah, and my pitch was like chin high, which I know that sounds weird, but I felt like if I got to it, it was the best pitch to hit. Now, did I get to it very much? No, but it was worth trying.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of when I was playing Little League and kids would almost take the full tomahawk swing and somehow still get a double out of it. So, you know what? Sometimes it ends up working.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm right there with them.
All right, 3-0 count here on Moreland taking his base. When you get a full count, what are you thinking? Like, what goes through your mind when you get the 3-2 pitch? Let's say it's 2 outs, you're a little nervous, tight game. What's that mindset on that full count?
Kind of like what I was just saying. Like, I swing at anything if it's close.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave it. I don't care what league you're in. I mean, the umpires are human, and they're going to make mistakes. So if I leave it up to the umpire and he rings me up on a ball that was a ball, but I mean, that's my fault for not swinging it. If it's now if it's a blatant ball, then I'll just tip my cap and be like, you know what, that was my fault. But more oftentimes than not, it's not the umpire's fault, and you can actually do something about it. So that's kind of the philosophy I've adapted, for the past 3 or 4 years of my career was I don't want the umpire to call me out. I'd rather get myself out. And I take pride in getting the barrel to the ball or just even getting a piece of a pitch. So I'd rather take my chances swinging than I would guessing a certain pitch or letting the umpire dictate, how my bat's going to go. So I'm big on if it's close, I'm swinging and just trusting myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's nothing worse than getting a backwards K, and that walk back to the dugout's one of the longest walks of your life sometimes.
Yeah, especially in a big-time situation, then you just might as well walk the other way.
Yeah, couldn't imagine. I'm thinking of my Little League days of those walkbacks. I couldn't imagine at a little bit of a higher level, so.
It doesn't get any better.
Yep. All right, 2-2 count. We got CBJ Stinger on deck. They got the Blue Jackets mascot in this game.
To what?
The Columbus Blue Jackets. Someone made the mascot and put him in the game, so.
Oh, that's funny.
We got him on the team. Oh, yep. That's a pop-up to the catcher. So you're on the Spokane Indians right now, who are the affiliate of the Texas Rangers.
Yes.
So I was even a little confused about this. Explain what league you're in and how that kind of works with the AAA, AA, and single A minor league system.
Yeah, so the minor leagues, of course, just had a huge cut. That ball's going.
Yeah, that was a big double. Chad's tying it up.
He scored?
Yep, knocked it
There
in.
we go. The minor leagues had a big-time cut of like 40 teams. And what that did is they just did that because they felt like it was getting a little too like it was just getting a little too saturated with people that maybe, you know, didn't deserve to be there. Like they just had some teams that didn't need to be there. So they cut over 40 teams, which of course is more than a team more than one team per organization. So each team now has, I'm pretty confident when I say this, has one short season team, which is either a rookie ball team or a short season, which I was at. Which those are both leagues that start after the draft because they're mainly full of guys that were in extended spring training that need development, or they're full of draft guys from that year. So that's where I was last year. So if I would have gotten promoted last year, I would have been bumped up to low A, which is where I was going to start this year until the season got canceled. So there's last year our structure looked like Dominican League, rookie ball, short season, low A, high A, double A, triple A. So there's 7 levels.
Okay.
So that's what it's saying is each team that needs 7 levels. So that's where the cuts kind of came from.
Yeah, that makes sense. I saw you racked up some awards last season, MVP and All-Star. Yeah, did you win MVP of the league? Did I read that right?
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So how'd it feel? That was your first season with the Indians, right? So how'd it feel to win that coming off of your first season?
That was honestly, I didn't really know. That was one of those things that you didn't really know what was going on until you get done with it. And it was, you know, I had to get set straight by a few people that are very close to me, including my fiance and my father. Early on in the season, I was not taking a good mindset towards my career at that time. I was taking a lot of stuff for granted, and I was feeling sorry for myself, whatnot. It just, the mentality that I should have was not there whatsoever. So, you know, my father and my fiance kind of set me straight on that and humbled me really quick, and which is what I needed. They told me what I needed to hear rather than what I wanted to hear. So once that mentality kind of flipped, it was, you know, just kind of going out there and thinking, you know, hey, I don't really deserve to be here, so I might as well make the most of this opportunity while I can, and then I'll just play until they tell me to stop. And once I kind of got that through my head, baseball became fun again, and the team atmosphere was, you know, something that was really started to develop, and we were really good as well. I mean, we won the first half and we won the second half, so it was hard to get wrapped up in the individual side of it. So I'm very thankful for that. You know, my team was good enough to where, you know, they helped me look as good as I did last year, and you know, I didn't expect that. That was not a goal of mine. That was not, you know, something I thought was reasonable at the time. So I'm glad it happened. I'm really excited about that. But, you know, then I get to spring training and I realize that a lot of these guys are way better than me. So I still have work to do. So I can't be complacent. But at the same time, I was really excited about that and was not expecting it. But like I said, really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good place to start. Yeah, can't be too upset about that.
Yeah, but now I can only go down.
Yeah, you can do it again. Yeah, you were talking about the mindset. Like you said, 2 things. Like one, baseball became fun. Me and Coach were talking about that. I think you know, making the game fun for yourself is like one of the biggest parts about that. Once it's fun for you, it's a lot easier to play. And the other thing, like having a good mindset. I think baseball, behind golf, is the hardest sport mentally. Because when you're out of your groove, you get in your own head for a little bit. It's like impossible to hit a baseball. So yeah, good for you for getting that mindset in and making baseball fun.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my dad telling me, you know, I was like, dude, I'm 35. I just got engaged. like 2 weeks before I left. So that was tough, being, 32 hours away from my fiance. And, I played that pity card on myself. And then, I wasn't making any money. And then it was 12-hour days. And I was just like, I was thinking about all the negative things rather than think about, sit back and look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm actually playing professional baseball and doing a lot of things that my buddies wish they were doing at the same time. And so I'm doing this for more than just myself. And once that clicked is when the game started, like I said, like you said, become more fun. And it was, more of a, I get to go play today rather than I have to go play. And that's the mindset I've taken ever since. And so I'm really, I was really excited for this season to take that mindset again. But, hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to take that mindset again. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, no, that's a good mindset. Because when I used to play baseball, I remember being like, whining about practice, sometimes even complaining about games. But then again, now that I don't play baseball, I would love to go practice with, 12 of my best friends and go hit balls in the cage. So,
yeah, 100%.
Good way to look at it.
I'm right there with you. It was a big struggle for me. Like I said, if I wouldn't have had the people in my life at that time that I did, then I don't know what would have happened. But I know plenty of guys that deserve the same opportunity that I have that they didn't get it. I know, plenty of people in other sports that deserved an opportunity to go play pro and they didn't get it. So, once I stopped feeling sorry for myself and realized that, then I'm glad that happened early on in my career, and hopefully I don't go through that again.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for you. I've been talking to the other guests I had on. What's your favorite sports movie and what's your favorite baseball movie?
My favorite sports movie is Remember the Titans, 100%. You can't beat that with a stick. And then baseball movie is probably I'm gonna go with classic. I'm gonna go with Major League.
Okay.
It's either Major League or Sandlot. I know those are said by literally every baseball player that's ever played, but I think it's just because they're that good.
No, yeah, the best baseball movies, there's a few at the top, and Sandlot and Major League are definitely one of them. A lot of people like Moneyball too.
I watched Bull Durham the other day. That was good. And the more modern one is Moneyball. Big that one.
Yeah. Can't beat Moneyball. So I'm assuming you've played at a lot of baseball stadiums. What's the favorite stadium you've played in? And what's the favorite stadium you've ever been to?
So my favorite stadium I ever played in was, if I'm going playing surface, and my favorite place to play, I'd go to the Ranger Stadium. I got the opportunity to play there in September for a little mini camp. We played against like TCU and Texas Tech and Dallas Baptist at the Ranger Stadium. And it was super cool, and it's like you look up and you see all the seats and everything like that, but at the same time they were empty. So it was like you didn't get to experience the full, packed out stadium feeling, but just being in it was really cool. I mean, we got to, practicing the night before and just looking around and saying like, oh, I'm practicing on a big league field, and then going to change in the big league locker room is something that was super cool. My favorite stadium that I've ever been to is probably going to be the new Ranger Stadium from what it looks like, but I'm going to say Coors Field.
Okay.
I was a huge fan of that. I'm just a huge fan of Colorado. I like the outdoors, and I feel like it just does a good job incorporating that. But my favorite legit stadium that I've played like organized baseball in is Spokane, for sure. Either Spokane or Vancouver, because Vancouver had about 10,000 people in Spokane. We would get about 7,500, which the fans are what makes it. So
yeah, Yeah, I couldn't imagine playing in front of the crowd like that. It's probably just gets you going, just brings the energy for sure.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking for sure.
Yeah, I bet that adds on too.
Coming from Mississippi College, where we had like 175 people, and about 170 of them were parents and girlfriends.
Yeah, once you move on from parents to real fans, I think that's a big jump.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, parents won't boo at you and throw stuff, but fans might.
I got a little taste of that in Ohio, though. You know, it didn't matter how good any of us were doing. If we did something, bad that one night, they let us know.
Yeah, there's some passionate fans out there. What was your favorite experience with the Copperheads, or just not even with the Copperheads? That summer, there's 2 summers in Athens.
Definitely. I mean, I know this is cliche, but definitely the championship night. It was just, we were down like 7-0 late in the game. I don't know how we came back and won that game, but we were never worried, I think, because we saw the caliber of the team. Like, we knew that they didn't match up against us. And so we just never panicked and just kept playing our butts off, and it ended up working out for us. And, we had back-to-back there in that game, and we had some late scoring that was big, and then we ended it with a strikeout. And then, of course, we had a good time that night, just all together, and, stayed out entirely too late, but we knew it was the last time we were going to see, that group again. So it was a lot of fun. That was a night I'll never forget for sure.
Yeah, I mean, any sport, any level, winning a championship with a team in a team sport is like something special for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I got 1 championship in Little League, and like for some reason, I remember the catcher throwing off his helmet and like the whole pit strikeout, like the whole thing. So
yeah, like winning the World Series.
Yeah, in my head, that's how I see it. Like slow mo, cameras flashing, all that stuff. But
Yeah,
I don't think it was exactly like that. All right, top of the 9th, it's 2-2. Bison got a man on first and second, no outs. I would love to
for
see
2 walks.
Yeah, it's tough. I'd love to see a Copperheads win here.
So are people watching this right now, or this will be streamed later?
Yeah, so I'm doing this live. So we had 10 people in. Right now we're at 6, so it just dropped down a few, but there's people watching right now.
So I'm talking about, what's up, people?
Yeah, if anyone has a question, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Oh, do you have a walk-up song, or what would be your walk-up song if you can pick it?
So you don't know my walk-up. Yes, I had walkout songs, but nobody ever knows what they are. I mean, the one that people know is the classic, is Sweet Home Alabama. And the other one, I had some in college that were, funny or whatever, because you can't do Sweet Home Alabama in Mississippi. That's too weird.
Right.
But I did Blue Collar Boys by Frank Foster in Spokane, and I really enjoyed that one. Not a big rap guy on walkout songs, like rap to pump me up. Like, if I'm gonna have a rap song, it's gonna be a funny one, just to get the crowd going. The whole 175 people at Mississippi College.
Right.
And I did like Get Silly, and Two Step. Like, I did stupid ones. Just I'm more laid back than I am like,
Yeah,
want to get stupid hype. Yeah, I get hype other places, but not there.
Sure, fair enough. I feel like if I could have just picked a new song every night in front of just like 175 fans, I would throw some silly songs out there too.
Yeah. Now in Southern Ohio, I could change it like every day, which is cool.
That's cool.
And I went through a phase where they got it out there. That's big time.
Pop up, then a strikeout. I don't know what
I went through some there that were funny, but I did some Meek Mill. I threw some hype up, music in there, but I'm more, Sweet Home Alabama's good one. I like doing that one a lot when I'm, up north, which is where I've been the past 3 summers of my career. So,
it's only fitting for you, right?
Yeah.
Jake just asked in the comments, what did you walk up to when you were with the Cheds?
I know I walked up to Sweet Home, Alabama for sure. I walked up to some Whiskey Myers. Don't know if y'all know who that is. I did walk up to Philadelphia by Meek Mill. That was a little out of my comfort zone, but I liked it. I ended up liking it. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't mind mixing it up every once in a while. I just don't like having this super cool walkout song and then going and getting out.
Right, you have to be pretty cocky. Have some confidence to do that.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a letdown. Like when I had Philadelphia, it was like, if I don't get a hit here, like who do I think I am?
Right. Yeah, it sends a message even before you take your first swing. Like this guy means, he's ready to get a big double here.
Yeah.
All right, fans, we're in the bottom of the ninth. It's 2-2. I don't know. We might get extras. Copperheads could win it here, though, and that would be a special moment.
Yeah, bottom of the ninth. Yeah, you're the home team. You never want extras. You just want to go home.
Yep. Extras is when baseball gets a little tiring. No one wants that free baseball, to be honest. Sooner or later, it's the 13th, 14th inning. You got work tomorrow. It's time to go home.
This dude looks like he can swing a little bit. Righty on lefty. I like the matchup.
You have John Stabler. He came up earlier, and with the first guy on, I was like, this dude just looks like a big swinger and just instantly hits a double. So, let's see what he can do here. Yep, he's 1 for 3 today. He had that double in the first. Little waggy here. Oh, that's a pop-up to shortstop. All right, 2 outs. Let's see who's up. Train Lucas pitching against Owen Moreland. 0 for 2 today. Can he be the hero the Copperheads need? First pitch. Man, imagine your name being Train. That's intense. Oh, that's your pitch right there, that high cheese. 0-1 count. Could imagine this guy Train Lucas probably had some good nicknames growing up.
Yeah.
That's a ball, 1-1 count. I'm on the edge of my seat. I've yet to see a Copperheads win. I need it. Oh, that might have it. That might have it.
There we go.
Walk-off shot for Owen Moreland. Man, the solo homer to win it. There you go. Cheds win 3-2. I got a question here. What was your favorite place to eat in Athens?
The diner. Courtside maybe?
Courtside is like a pizza kind of bar place, and then
Court Street diner.
Yeah, the one on the main street.
Yeah.
Yep, that was good.
Or Big Mama's burrito.
Yeah, that's a classic too.
That place is good.
Yeah, I could only imagine. There's all sorts of weird food places on Court Street.
Yeah. We lived pretty close to that, the Big Mama's, so we went all the time.
Where did you guys all live together?
We stayed in like the
Gamma Phi Beta.
Yeah. Stayed there one year, and then we stayed at like the Phi something.
Something. Fair enough. Yep. All right. Copperheads win 3-2 with the solo shot. Owen Moreland, that puppy just leaked out in right field.
Yeah, didn't get out by much.
Yeah, but that's all you need, I guess. A little interview there. That's a big old beard. All right, Blaine, thank you for coming on. I'll let you head out.
Oh, yeah.
Any sign off, say whatever you want, tell the fans. Any final words?
Had a good time. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of the summer, and go Cheds for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck with upcoming season next year.
Appreciate it.
Stay safe, man. All right, I'll see you.
See ya.
All right, fans are still here. Thank you for joining. A little grounds crew action, cleaning up the field. That was a 3-2 win by the Copperheads. I'm absolutely juiced up. Walk-off home run. Yeah, thank you for Julian. Thank you to Julian, Coach Dunphy, and Blaine for all joining the broadcast. And thank you guys for coming in live with me. Definitely a fun experience for me doing this. It's my first time doing it. My first Copperheads win. Yeah, so also link in the bio. I'll plug myself. I threw my YouTube channel down there because, you know what, I'll give myself a little self promo if you want to check me out, if you liked my announcing, interview, and whatever I was doing. And then also, Fan of the Year promotion is in the bio. Donate to keep baseball around so players like Blaine can have that chance and make it to the big leagues. People like me can get internship and experience. People like Julian and Coach Dunphy can keep his coaching job. And, you know, the people in Southeast Ohio absolutely love the Copperheads, and I assume some of them are watching. I've never got to go to a game, and I definitely want baseball to stay around so I can go to a game. Yeah, so go donate, and thank you all for joining. I'm going to sign off unless anyone wants to still talk to me and hang out, but I doubt it. I'll wait for 15 seconds if someone has any questions in the chat, wants me to do something, because I'm going right now. I'm awake. I'm live. I'll go through more foods. I'm browsing. But if no one says anything in the chat, I'll sign off. I'll have a good night. Subscribe to the Copperheads YouTube channel too if you're not subscribed, and go check out mine if you want, and go donate. All right. Yep, I'm signing off. Thank you guys.